Got a minute? I've got some big news.
Always have time for you, Layla. What's up?
Well, it's kind of huge. I'm getting married.
What? That's amazing, Layla. When did this happen? Tell me everything.
It's been a whirlwind, honestly. You know Aldo, right? The guy I've been seeing for a while now. He proposed last night.
I remember you mentioned him a few times. Wow, that is so fast. I'm really happy for you. He must be quite the catch.
He really is, Leo. He's thoughtful, funny, and supports me in everything I do. Plus, he's an aspiring musician, which you'd love.
A musician, huh? That's cool, but what about his day job? You know how tough the music industry can be.
Don't worry, he's keeping his day job. He's actually really practical about it all. He works in tech support during the day, which keeps things stable.
Good to hear he's being sensible. I just want to make sure that you're secure and he's not chasing dreams without a plan.
I know, big brother. Always looking out for me. But he's got his feet on the ground, I promise. We've talked a lot about our future, how we want to build it together.
That's reassuring. How did he propose?
Oh, it was magical, Leo! He took me to that little bistro we love, the one with the fairy lights in the garden. After dinner, we had the band play our song, and then, right there in the middle of the song, he got down on one knee.
That does sound magical, Layla. He's certainly doing it right. You deserve that kind of happiness.
Thank you, Leo. I really think he's the one. It just feels right, you know?
I'm thrilled to hear that. But tell me, have you thought about where you'll live, or how things might change with his career if his music takes off?
We've been looking at some apartments closer to the city, something that would make his commute to gigs easier without being too far from my workplace. As for his music, we agreed it will be a gradual shift if it ever looks like a viable full-time option.
Sounds like you two have it all figured out. Just don't rush into anything without considering all the angles, okay?
Definitely. We're taking it one step at a time. Speaking of steps, he wants to meet you. He's heard so much about you and is really looking forward to getting your blessing.
I'd like that. It's important to me to meet the man who has won my sister's heart. How about we arrange a dinner this weekend? You can come over and I'll cook something nice.
That sounds perfect. Saturday work for you?
Saturday it is. I'll make my special lasagna. You still love that, right?
You know it's my favorite. Aldo will be thrilled. He's actually quite the foodie, so he's in for a treat.
It'll be a good test then. The way to a family's heart is through their stomach, or so they say.
Exactly! Oh, Leo, it means so much to me that you're supportive. It's been a little scary, thinking about marriage and all it entails.
It's a big step, but you're not alone. You've got me, and it sounds like Aldo is a great guy. You two are building something together, so just make sure to keep those lines of communication open.
We will. Communication has been our top priority from the start. We're always clear about what we feel and what we need from each other.
That's the best approach. Keep that up, and you two will navigate through marriage like pros.
Thanks, Leo. It really helps talking to you about all this.
Anytime, Layla. You know I'm here for you always. Just keep me posted on everything, okay? And let Aldo know that I'm looking forward to Saturday.
Will do. Thanks, brother. Love you.
Love you too, sis. See you Saturday. Hey, Layla. Thanks for coming to visit again. It's been way too long since I've last annoyed you properly, as any older brother should. Let me know how those veggies taste, by the way. I feel like I've actually managed to grow some decent ones this year.
I should be the one that's thanking you, Leo. I'm surprised that my car was even moving with all that food in the back. Is there anything there you think I should try first when I get back?
Oh, good question, actually. Maybe the asparagus? It took so long to get it to grow. Then again, I'm a top-tier gardener now, so any plant I touch might as well be made of gold. I'm sure you're gonna love all of them more than you will your firstborn.
I'll make sure to take a bite out of my firstborn, just to see how they'll compare to your amazing vegetables. Seriously, though, I really appreciate this. It means a lot that you do something like this for me. You don't know how much this will actually help me, especially with how expensive vegetables and food in general are getting recently.
Yeah, prices have been rising a lot recently, huh? I guess we can thank inflation for that. Still, is it really that expensive? My partner and I aren't really rich, and we don't really struggle with buying greens. I could have sworn that there was this one supermarket like 20 minutes away from you that sells food really cheap.
No, you're right. There is one. It's just that you get what you pay for, you know? And I'd rather not skimp out on quality just to save a buck. You get me?
I do, yeah. How about you come by again when you've got some time? I've still got plenty of stuff left over. I usually only give people the ones that come out looking really nice and just keep the uglier veggies for myself. But if you need an extra injection of homegrown goodness and don't care about looks, I can give you some more.
For real? I'll have all of them! If you don't mind, obviously. Sorry for making you go through all of this extra effort, by the way.
It's really not that big of a deal. It'll take me like 5 minutes to pack everything up. You're the one that's carrying that stuff all the way back home. Anyway, I thought that you had a pretty good salary. What happened there? I mean, it's just you and your husband living together, right? I don't really see where you would be spending that much money.
I was surprised about it as well. I definitely thought I was far better off than I actually was. When you're married, expenses just keep cropping up. You know how it is. And it doesn't help that Aldo doesn't work. Or rather, can't work. I forgot, did I tell you that he's got this weird condition that stops him from moving around half the time?
Yeah, you have. It's some kind of degenerative disease, right? I don't remember the exact details. I guess it would be best just to let him rest as much as he can then, huh?
Yeah, I don't want to make his life any harder. I'll just do what I can for him. I have to. I knew about this even before he and I got married, so I can't complain that he didn't tell me or whatever. I've actually been looking at getting a part-time job or something to do on the side. The money should help.
That's not a bad idea, but don't try to do too much at the same time, alright? You have to make sure you're taking proper care of yourself, especially because of all the stress planning the wedding must have been. Might as well get those 8 hours of sleep now, while you still have the chance. Once you have a kid, you'll be able to kiss that goodbye.
I know. You don't need to turn into our mom every 5 minutes, you know. I don't plan on destroying myself like an idiot or anything.
Oh, right, that reminds me. I got some strawberries from one of our neighbors. He's growing fruits in his back garden as well. Do you want some of them? I don't mind getting them ready for you. Just make sure you come get them before they go bad, alright? My fridge can only hold so much stuff.
I don't need that much food. Come on now. I might have been fat back when we were kids, but I'm definitely watching what I eat better now. You don't need to give me every little sweet thing that you've got lying in your fridge. Anyway, I need to go to work soon, and I can't get ready if I keep texting you. Talk later, yeah?
Of course, see you soon, little sis. And remember, if you ever need help with anything, let me know. I'll come running as soon as I can. I'm sure that's what our parents would want too. And if you need any help with man issues or whatever, I'm sure my partner will be willing to help you out. Just don't steal him from me. Got it?
Thanks for the offer, but I think I'll stick with my husband. He's more my type, as surprising as that might sound. Still, I want to make sure I can handle some stuff by myself at least. I am a fully grown woman now, despite what you might think. Still, thanks for worrying about me. I appreciate it. Later.
Hiya, Leo. How's your day been? I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to tell you how much I appreciate you giving us all these veggies. Seriously, I think this is the healthiest diet I've ever had. Oh, I've been alright. You know how it is. I'm just balancing work and doing things around the house. How about you? And don't worry about it. I'm sending these because I want to, not because I feel like I have to. I've been trying to space out these deliveries a bit more so your guys' pantry isn't overflowing all the time. Let me know if I'm overdoing it, though. I don't want any of the stuff I'm sending to go to waste, you know? Oh, don't worry about that. You're always giving us just the right amount. Not too much, but not too little either. I actually used some of the cabbage and carrots you gave us earlier. The soup came out lovely thanks to them. I'm sure even my mom would love it. I'm glad to hear that. And I'm sorry that the veggies don't look great. Normally, I'd give the ones that look nice, but Layla said that she's fine with the uglier ones too. Oh, don't worry about that. It doesn't matter how they look, they still taste delicious. I don't have anything to complain about. Honestly, I've been doing a lot of thinking recently, seeing how much better these vegetables are compared to the store-bought ones. I'm considering doing something similar to you, in fact. Oh, really? Do you need any help with getting your backyard set up? I didn't mean to that level. Not while I'm still a complete beginner at the very least. I just thought I could have a couple of pots growing some things in my backyard. That seems more manageable. That is a great idea, and an even better starting point. There's plenty of things that you can grow that way too. And the best part is that you don't have to stress about taking perfect care of the plants. A lot of them are pretty low maintenance. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot them my way whenever. I'd be more than happy to help out. I'll make sure to do that, thank you. I just hope this will be enough to take some pressure off of poor Layla. I'm hoping that if we have some extra food like this, she won't feel the need to push herself so hard all the time. How much money do you think it would take to get started? We don't exactly have much to spend on stuff like this. Is it to that extent? Layla told me that you guys weren't doing well with money, but I didn't know it was quite this bad. Still, it shouldn't cost too much to get a little veggie garden going, especially since you guys don't need to buy much. That's good to hear, at least. It's kind of hard to focus on just getting this garden set up, though. Everything's so expensive nowadays, and new expenses just keep popping up out of nowhere. I mean, we even had a few scares where we thought we would lose the house. We just about pulled through, though, thankfully. I am so sorry to hear that, Aldo, and I'm so sorry for bringing it up like that out of nowhere. You probably don't want to be thinking about that stuff all the time. I'm just really worried about Layla. She doesn't exactly know what taking a break means. I hope she isn't burning herself out. It doesn't help that she's never been all that good with money either. I'm sure you have a lot more on your plate because of that. Are you coping okay with it? Honestly, compared to her, I'm peachy. She's the one bringing in all the money around here. That's why I began a little side hustle, as the cool kids these days call it. I want to ease the burden on her, even just by a little. Really? That's really kind of you. I'm sure Layla appreciates it a lot. I don't know whether she does or not, actually. I haven't told her yet. There have been a lot of days where I haven't felt well enough to actually do it, so I haven't earned much from it yet. Once I've got some money saved up thanks to this, I'll surprise Layla. I feel like she needs a good surprise for a change. That's not a bad idea. Say, do you need any help with that side hustle of yours? Well, actually, I do feel bad for even asking this of you after everything else you've done for us. But since you're offering, would you be able to send me a bit of money? I'm working as a singer-songwriter, and having a better microphone and some basic recording equipment would make the whole process a lot smoother. I know it's a lot to ask, but I don't have anyone else to rely on. Not even my parents would be willing to help me. They're super concerned with traditions. They'd probably just tell me to man up and actually get a job to support her and be the breadwinner, like a man should. They don't care about me following my dreams. I don't mind helping you out and giving you a bit of money for that equipment. But not too long ago, I offered Layla some money and she turned it down. She thought about it for a long time too. I don't think that she made that choice lightly. Really? Did she say why she turned you down? She did. Apparently, she didn't want to constantly be relying on others for help. She wanted to make sure that she was providing for her family. I respect that choice, but at the same time, I do think it a bit too silly of her to do that. And I bet if she heard about me asking to borrow money from you, she wouldn't be very happy with me. I don't want to risk that. She's already got enough problems to deal with. I don't want to add to them. She is a very kind woman. I'm sure she wouldn't get angry at you or anything. She just has this weird thing where she doesn't like taking money from others. I'd imagine she still wouldn't be fine with me borrowing money then, especially if she found out why I did it in the first place. Would it be alright if we kept this a secret from her, at least for now? I just want her to be able to focus on her work, that's all. Look, I don't mind letting you borrow some money from me. Our household is pretty stable, thankfully. But are you sure you don't want to tell Layla about this first? You guys are a couple. You should be working together, not hiding things from each other. I agree with you, but this is one of the rare times where talking it out would make things more complicated. I'm sure she'd turn down the money if she knew. And besides, she began working a second job recently. I think that's why she turned down your offer. Please, I'll make sure to return the money as soon as I can. I'll even give it back in monthly installments, if you'd prefer that. It doesn't even have to be a lot of money, just enough for me to get some better tools for my songwriting. This is all for Layla. I want to support her, even if it has to be from the shadows, without her knowing for now. Oh, please, Leo. You know I'll make good on my word. Alright, fine. We can keep it from her for now, but make sure you tell her about this whole thing soon enough. By the way, I won't be able to spare more than a couple $100 every once in a while. I've got a family to take care of too. Is that alright? That's more than enough, thank you. With that much money, Layla and I could go out for dinner every once in a while too. I bet she misses being able to do that. I'm sure she does. I'll transfer you the money in a bit. I just need to talk to my partner about it. Of course, take as much time as you need. And thank you again. Feel free to ask if you're missing any of my details or anything. I will, and I do hope that you guys will manage to pull through this rough patch. I wouldn't have chosen her as my lifelong partner if I didn't think that we could work past stuff like this. I haven't even regretted marrying her for a moment, and I never will. That's good to hear. I know Layla isn't always super reliable, but she's still a really good person, and she deserves a way better life, given how hard she works. Go out there and get some work done. Or, well, stay in and get some work done. You work from home, don't you? Yeah, I do. I'll make sure your wife actually gets rewarded for all the hard work. She deserves it.
Thanks for yesterday, Leo. It's been too long since I've been able to relax like that. And sorry for coming to visit without much notice. I probably had you scrambling to clean up, huh?
Don't worry about it. I actually happened to be cleaning before you decided to visit. You've got good timing, as always, I suppose. And are you sure you were relaxing? You looked like you were in a big rush to leave.
That's the nature of the beast, I'm afraid. I might have been in the area because of work, but I didn't have much time to stick around.
I guess that makes sense. Oh, by the way, have you gotten back home yet?
Nope, not yet. Just getting some fresh air near the highway. I've been driving most of the night, so I'm sure you can guess how I'm feeling. Had it not been for your delicious food last night, I'm sure I wouldn't have made it, though. Seriously, thank you for that meal. It was so good.
By the way, are you feeling any better now? You were crying pretty bad last night. I don't think that I've seen you like that since that time your toys got stolen when you were 6.
What can I say? I guess you're just such a good cook that I couldn't help but get a little emotional. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Is that it? I'm pretty sure I heard you say that you hadn't eaten like an actual person in ages. What did you mean by that? You might have gotten away without telling me anything yesterday, but I won't stop pestering you until you tell me what's going on.
It's fine. You don't need to worry about it.
How could I not? Even Jane could tell something was wrong, and she's usually about as observant as a rock. And now you look like a skeleton compared to how you were before. Are you eating properly?
I told you already, you're worrying too much. Everything is fine.
I would believe you if you didn't look like you could collapse from exhaustion any second. Let me ask you this. What kind of food do you normally eat? Do you even have time to eat? Sure, I tried a bit harder with my food, since I knew that you'd be stopping by, but it wasn't anywhere as big of a deal as you made it out to be. I mean, you eat at home, right? Doesn't Aldo cook, since he isn't working anyway?
Well, yeah, but...
And besides, I've been giving you guys most of my veggies. There is so much food that you could make out of that stuff. It just doesn't add up. If anything, you should be doing way better now.
I guess you're right. It's not that big of a deal, though. I wouldn't worry about it if I were you.
How could I not worry when it's clear that something's wrong? Has something been going on that I don't know about?
Well, kinda. Nothing's changed that much, though.
Can you stop dodging the question? You know I wouldn't be prying so much if I didn't think it was important. I'm worried about you, Layla. Come on, tell me what's going on.
It really isn't that big of a deal. The only reason this is happening in the first place is because I'm not bringing in enough money. I just need to work more until I can support my family properly. That's the reality.
You're already working more than enough. You've got 2 jobs, and it's pretty obvious that they'll be the death of you if you keep going like this. Isn't there anywhere where you could be saving money? Maybe you could change your internet provider to the one that costs less. I know you probably don't want me lecturing you about this stuff, but still, I want to help somehow. Actually, I do know a guy that used to be in a similar situation and got out of it. Should I introduce you to him? By the way, you're not paying off any loans or anything, right?
Of course not.
I really don't see why you would be having so many issues with money then. I thought that you were earning a decent bit of money, even if you are paying for 2 people now. So, how did you end up in this pickle of yours? I just don't get it.
I'm sorry.
Huh? What are you apologizing to me for? I don't need you to say sorry to me. I just want to help you get past this bump in the road.
I don't know how much more of this I can take.
What's wrong, Layla? Talk to me.
Everything's a lie. All of it.
All of what? Try to be more specific.
Everything about Aldo.
What do you mean, everything about him? Has he done something?
No, you know how I said he had some degenerative disease that stops him from working? That was a complete lie. He's fit as a fiddle. He just doesn't want to work. And he managed to convince me to just let him do that. I guess I'm just that much of an idiot. Oh, and you know all the issues we've been having with money? It's all because of him constantly wasting money.
Are you serious? But he doesn't seem like the type to do that. He's always been so pleasant whenever I was around.
He wasn't like this at the start. After he and I got married, though, he started to change into what he is now. I think it was about half a year ago now. That's when he really started to see me as his personal ATM and nothing else. Of course, I tried talking to him about the way he was spending money and putting us deeper into the hole, but those discussions never went anywhere. And I realized just how hopeless my situation really was. At this point, I'm not sure I care anymore.
But why?
Don't you get it? I haven't got any choice but to deal with this as best as I can.
What do you mean? It's not like he's got you tied down or anything. If being with him is literally killing you, then surely that's enough of a reason to leave him?
Maybe he hasn't tied me down, but my words have. I meant every single word I said when I got married. I promised everyone I would make this work. You even paid for the wedding for us, since we couldn't afford it. I can't just let that money go to waste. Everyone around me wanted this marriage to go well. They all offered us such kind gifts, and I don't think I can ever repay them for it. Divorcing Aldo would be the same as me throwing all of those gifts back in their faces. I can't do that to them.
They gave you those gifts because they wanted to see you happy. I know that's why I did it, and you can't be happy in a marriage like that, Layla.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do anymore. For the past year, I've been so focused on trying to get back the Aldo that I married and failing. And despite how badly he treats me, I keep trying anyway. I bet I look so strange from an outside perspective.
Look, Layla, you need to rest. Properly. It's been far too long since you've been able to actually relax.
But what about my work?
Don't worry about it. For the next few days, that's not your problem. I'm sure they're gonna manage just fine without you for a little while. They shouldn't be your top priority. You should be. I don't think you realize just how worried I was yesterday. Anyone in their right mind would be, given the state that you were in.
I'm really sorry for making you worry. I'm really sorry for not being anything more than a pathetic, overgrown child.
You aren't one, trust me, and I'm sure that our parents would agree. Go pay them a visit and tell them about everything like you've told me. I'm sure they'll let you stay over for a few days so that you can clear your mind about it. Hi, Mortimer. I hope this message finds you well. I know that we haven't met, but my name is Leo. I'm Layla's brother. Hello, Leo. I received your contact from a mutual friend who mentioned you might have something important to discuss. How can I assist you today? Yes, it's a bit of a sensitive matter, and I felt it was my responsibility to bring it to your attention directly. It's about our spouses. I appreciate your directness, Leo. Please, go on. Well, I've recently uncovered that my sister's husband, Aldo, has been involved in an extramarital affair. Upon further investigation, it turns out that the person he's involved with is your wife. That's a serious accusation, Leo. Do you have proof of this? Yes, I do. I've gathered substantial evidence, including messages and photographs. It's clear and quite indisputable. I'm sorry to be the bearer of such news. I see. This is quite a shock, Leo. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. How did you come across this information? Initially, my sister had suspicions about Aldo's fidelity. We hired a professional to keep an eye on him, which led us to discover not only the affair, but also who was involved. It's unsettling to hear, but I'm grateful for your honesty and the respect that you've shown by telling me directly. Could you share the evidence with me? Of course, I can send the files over to you right now. You'll find everything attached in the next few messages. I received them, Leo. It's a lot to process. How is Layla handling all of this? It's been tough on her. She's devastated, naturally. We are proceeding with the divorce, and she's focusing on rebuilding her life. It is a difficult time, but she's strong, and we are here to support her. It sounds like she's fortunate to have you. I must consider my next steps carefully. This betrayal, it cuts deep. I can only imagine the pain it must cause. If there is anything more that you need from my side to assist with your decisions, please let me know. Thank you, Leo. I may take you up on that offer as things unfold. This situation will need to be addressed, and rest assured, it will be. Absolutely, Mortimer. It's only fair that you know the truth about the situation. Nobody deserves to be misled and hurt like this. Indeed, Leo. Actions have consequences, and those responsible for such deceit should not expect to walk away without facing them. It's a principle I firmly believe in. Justice in whatever form it takes. It's essential to moving forward. In that, we are in agreement. I must now contemplate the extent of these consequences. Though not a man of rash action, I assure you that the appropriate response will be measured and fitting. That sounds wise, Mortimer. It's important to act on such matters with consideration. If you need to discuss anything further or require support, don't hesitate to reach out. I appreciate that, Leo. Your approach in handling this speaks volumes of your character. I'm thankful that amidst such unpleasant circumstances, there is someone of integrity involved. Thank you for saying that, Mortimer. It means a lot, especially in such trying times. Before we conclude, Leo, may I ask how you are holding up? I imagine this ordeal has been taxing on you as well. It's had its moments, certainly. It's never easy seeing someone you love go through such pain, but I believe in facing things head-on and dealing with them honestly. A commendable approach. Well, I'll take some time to absorb all of this and plan accordingly. This conversation, while difficult, has been necessary and invaluable. I'm glad I could assist in bringing the truth to light, Mortimer. Take all the time you need, and should you require anything, my door is always open. Thank you, Leo. I will likely be in touch. Good evening to you, and once again, my thanks. Good evening, Mortimer. Take care. Hello. Sorry for messaging you out of nowhere like this. Have you got a moment? Oh, perfect timing, Leo. I was actually just about to reach out to you, funnily enough. I've been constantly calling Layla, but she's still not picking up. I'm starting to get really worried. Do you know if she's still in the hospital or something? But then, even if she was, she'd still be able to pick up, wouldn't she? She is still at the hospital, as far as I'm aware. From what I've been told, she's still not feeling great. She's been sleeping through most of the days, by the sound of things. I'd imagine her body is catching up on all the sleep that she missed out on recently, and there's a lot of it to catch up on. Oh, that's just horrible. I hope she feels better soon. It's my fault that she got to this point. I should have been there for her more. What kind of a husband am I if I don't even get my wife to rest when she should? You've been helping us so much too, and I let it all go to waste. That's exactly what surprised me quite a bit. In between what food you were already able to make and all the veggies I was giving you guys, she should have been eating really well for all intents and purposes. And yet, when she came over recently, it was clear that she had lost a lot of weight. 20 pounds, or maybe even more. The poor woman was practically skin and bones. Wait, has she really lost that much weight? I didn't even notice. I think it's a lot harder to spot gradual changes like that if you're seeing the person every day. Once she's back, I'll make her so much food that she'll put on all the weight that she's lost in a single meal. Enough with the lies already. We both know that you'll go back to treating her poorly the second she's returned. I'm sorry? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Sure, maybe I don't work as much as I should, but I still care about my wife. Oh, do you now? I'm afraid lies like that just won't work anymore. She's already told me everything. I know how you waste all of her salary on just buying expensive gadgets and luxury items for yourself, like the latest electronics or whatever else strikes your fancy. It's to the point where she can barely afford to keep the lights on. But, of course, you don't care about that, do you? Why would you? Clearly, you're fine with just feeding her whatever scraps are left over when you're done eating. What are you talking about? I don't appreciate those accusations. I could never even think about doing something like that to her. Yeah, sure you couldn't. I've got a lot of free time, you know, and I've spent most of this week just keeping track of you. There hasn't been a single day where I haven't seen you ordering takeout around noon. I bet you don't even wake up until then. Then, in the evening, you go out drinking, blowing Lord knows how much money on that. After, you go shopping for some new tech gadgets as a treat. There's no point in lying. I've seen you waste all of my little sister's hard-earned money. And yet, you still have the nerve to treat her poorly and not let her eat any real food. Are you not even a bit ashamed of yourself? Of course not. She's the one that should be ashamed with a salary like that. It's not my fault that she makes so little money. If she made more, then I'd be able to indulge in my hobbies and she could get herself an actual meal. If you ask me, it's her fault she's lost all that weight. She just needs to earn more money and then it won't be an issue anymore. It's that simple. What are you talking about? Any sane person knows that you're in the wrong here. Are you seriously even trying to argue against that? I disagree. Do you want to know what Layla said when we got married? She promised she'd do her best to make me happy. So, it's her responsibility as a woman to keep her word and make me happy, no matter what it takes. You're ridiculous. A marriage requires both people to put in effort to make it work. A one-sided marriage like this has no chance to last. It doesn't matter how long it lasts, so long as I get enough value out of it. I only married her because she worked for a massive company. And then it turned out that she barely made any money. Do you know how much of a disappointment that was? Honestly, I should be suing her for scamming me like that. I really should stop wasting my time talking to you. It's pointless. She told me that as time went on, you got more and more abusive. And now that I've seen your true self, it doesn't surprise me in the slightest. I bet it wasn't just verbal either. You probably used whatever excuse you had just to hit her. And because of that, she's seeing a therapist. You don't even realize the damage you've done, do you? Huh? Seriously? Wasn't she resting at a hospital? I was told that she collapsed at work from exhaustion. That wasn't the truth. She just wanted to get away from you for a while, so she went back to live with our parents for a little while. Are you serious? Get her to come back here then. It's been a whole week since she's been home. There's no reason for her to waste time around there. Her payday's coming up too, and I need more money to spend. I'm about to run out. She's not coming back. She's decided that she'll be divorcing you. Oh, you're joking, right? Do something to stop her then. Talk to her or something. I'm afraid I can't actually do that, even if you would end up losing your personal ATM because of it. Doctor's orders. She's been told to avoid contact with you as much as possible, and I think I have a decent idea as to why that is. But is she really capable of getting a divorce right now? I mean, she's not quite all there anymore, is she? How can you even laugh about that? She's got like this because of what you've done to her. You even lied to me about how you'd use the money I gave you. Do you really think that you'll get away with it? Yes, actually. I mean, I don't remember you making me sign a contract for that money you gave me. You are so annoying to deal with. Do you know that? I'll let you in on a little secret, so you'll take me more seriously. I'll make sure that you'll regret what you've done. I can promise you that. Oh, really? And what exactly am I gonna regret? Talking to you when I could have been catching up on a show instead? Keep talking like that if you want, but you'll be begging for forgiveness before long. You'll regret messing with my little sister the way that you did. This one week I asked someone to follow you around. I found out something very interesting, besides you not knowing the value of money. I know about your little side affair. Quite a beautiful woman, wasn't she? Well, I looked into her a little bit as well. Want to know what I found out? She's also married, just like you. That is a funny coincidence, isn't it? And I've got a decent way of contacting her husband, too. I wonder what would happen if I were to reach out to him. Now you're just making stuff up. I'm not cheating on Layla with anyone. There's no point in lying. I've got photos of you two together. You try to be sneaky with it, that much was clear. I suppose you wanted to play it safe, since both of you were married. But thankfully, the person I hired is a pro, and you guys had no clue he was tailing you. Here's a bit of advice. Wait until you're inside your house before you kiss the woman you're cheating with. But hey, I do appreciate you two making it easy for me to gather evidence. I thought I'd actually have to try a bit. What? Is that your genius plan? Show her husband the photos of the two of us? I mean, sure, that'll do some damage to her, but it won't have that much of an effect on me. You're right about that, which is why I'll be letting your parents know about this little stunt that you've pulled. From what I've heard, they're pretty devout Christians, really meticulous in everything they do, and apparently they care a lot about what other people think of them. I wonder how their fellow churchgoers will react to this news. I'm really excited to see the looks on their faces, and yours too. Oh, wait a second, let's not be too rash here. You can tell anyone you want, just not my parents. Please, they're the types that'll beat me senseless and act like it's an appropriate punishment. Oh, really now? I suppose the apple really doesn't fall far from the tree, huh? You did the exact same thing to Layla, or did you forget that already? Kicking her, throwing things at her, even ripping some of her hair out? You weren't exactly the ideal husband, you know? Look, I'll apologize to her for that. Surely that's enough. You can do anything you want to me, just don't tell them, please. I beg you. Do you want me to get on my knees and crawl to you? I'll do it if you forgive me. I've got an even better suggestion for you, actually. Divorce my sister, pay for all the damage that you've caused, and never bother us again. I can't afford to pay for that. I haven't got any savings, and I don't have any money coming in either. There's no chance I can afford to pay for the damages. Oh, I think there's a way. You know all those luxury items you've got? I'm sure you can sell some of them and use that money. I'm sure you won't miss a few pieces from your massive collection. I doubt you use all of them anyway. Heck, if you sold it all, I bet you'd be sitting on a decent bit of cash. You'll figure something out, I'm sure. But I've only just bought those items. I can't get rid of them just like that. That's a real shame. I suppose I have no choice but to tell everyone what you've been doing behind their backs. Okay, fine. I'll get you the money. I'll figure out a way to get it to you. I'll work and give you my whole salary every month. Surely that's more than enough. Just please don't do anything rash. Sorry, but I'm afraid I can't really trust your word anymore. You've lied to my face so many times already. It's hard to trust anything that comes out of your mouth. So I'll just take the easy way out instead. I've already told them where you are, so I'll let you deal with that conversation. Are you serious? Oh, looks like they've just arrived as well. Perfect timing, really. And by the way, I've already sent them the photos of you and the other woman. I just wanted to see you squirm at first. I do wish I could be there to see what they'll do to you, but I suppose not all wishes come true. Oh my god. What am I gonna do? Oh, please tell me you're joking. No, Leo, come on. Help me out here. Tell them to go back home or something. I can't do that, I'm afraid. I suppose you should have valued the people that were working so hard for you a bit more, huh? Especially now, since no one's gonna be in your corner. I told you, You will regret hurting my little sister. Leo, you have to help me, please. What's happening now, Aldo? My parents, they're cutting me off completely. After they found out everything, they don't want anything to do with me. That sounds like a reasonable response to what you've done. But you don't understand. I have nothing left. Without them, without Layla, I don't know what I'm going to be doing. You should have thought about that before you treated my sister the way that you did. Actions have consequences, Aldo. I know. I messed up, Leo. I'm not a perfect person. I made huge mistakes. But I'm begging you, isn't there a way that you could talk to Layla? Maybe she could consider... Consider what, Aldo? Taking you back so that you can continue to use her? So that you can keep treating her like your personal bank and emotional punching bag? No, I swear I've changed, Leo. This whole ordeal, it's been a wake-up call. I'm willing to do anything. Therapy, counseling, whatever it takes. You've had plenty of time to change before things reached this point. Layla offered you help, support, and what did you do with it? You squandered every chance. I was blind, Leo, blinded by my own... I don't even know, my pride, my stupidity. But losing everything, it's opened my eyes. Please. You say you were blind, yet it seems more like you just didn't care. You knew exactly what you were doing every time you lied, every time that you went behind her back. I can't defend what I did, I can't. But losing Layla, my parents, is more than a punishment. It's like my whole world is crumbling. I have nowhere to go, no one to turn to. Maybe now you understand even a fraction of how Layla felt living with you? Alone, unsupported, and trapped? It's hell, Leo. It's actual hell. Good. Maybe a trip through hell is what you need to truly understand the gravity of your actions. Is there any compassion in you? Can't you see I'm suffering? My compassion is reserved for those who deserve it. For those who show remorse not just because they're facing the consequences, but because they genuinely understand the hurt that they've caused. I do understand, Leo, I do, and I'm remorseful. Not just because I'm losing everything, but because I've hurt someone I claimed to love. Claimed is right. Love isn't just a word, Aldo. It's actions. It's every day, every moment choices to support, to cherish. You chose differently. What can I do to show you? To show her that I can be different? Start by taking full responsibility. No more excuses. No blaming your upbringing, your circumstances, your ignorance. Own up to everything. I want to, I really do. Tell me how. Begin with a genuine apology to everyone, not just Layla. Your parents, the people you've lied to, everyone you owe. And after you apologize, start the actual work. Go to therapy, get a job, support yourself. Show everyone you can be self-sufficient and respectful. It sounds like a mountain to climb. It is, and it's one you built yourself with every lie, every deceitful act. Can you at least support me through it? Not financially, but just be there as someone I can talk to? I am not your therapist, Aldo, nor am I your friend. My priority is Layla's well-being. I'll be watching, sure, to make sure that you are no longer a threat to her or anyone else I care about. That's more than I deserve, I suppose. It is. Remember, Aldo, this isn't about what you deserve anymore. It's about what Layla deserves. She deserves peace, happiness, and a life free from someone like you. If I make real changes, substantial ones, could there ever be a chance for forgiveness? Not forgetting, I know that's impossible, but just forgiveness? Forgiveness is earned, Aldo, and right now, you're at 0, maybe less. It's a long road ahead. I'll start walking it then. For her, for me, for a chance to one day look in the mirror and not despise who I see. That is your journey to make, and it's going to be a solitary one. Layla will be making her own, towards healing and away from you. Thank you, Leo, even just for listening now. It's more than I expected. Don't thank me. Prove me wrong about you. Prove that you can actually change. I will, or I'll die trying. Make sure it's the former for everyone's sake. Things have gotten a lot better since all of this happened. Well, for me and Layla at least. It's been a tough ride, but there's a sense of closure for now. After the divorce and all of the drama, Aldo has been cut off from pretty much everyone. He tried reaching out a few times, tried to make amends, but it was too little too late. The damage was done, and the trust was broken beyond repair. Last I heard, he moved out of the city, living in a small town, trying to pick up the pieces of his life. No one from his old life wants much to do with him after everything that's come out. Even his own parents refused to speak to him. And to top it all off, his affair partner's husband was actually a pretty rich and influential man. He's made Aldo's life a living hell. He's been suing him for damages and all kinds of things. Knowing that Aldo can't even afford to defend himself, he's going into debt just paying for the court fees. It's a harsh reality, but it's the path that he carved out for himself with his actions. I hope for his sake, he learns from this and finds some way to start fresh. As for Layla and me, we're doing great. Layla has really blossomed since she left that toxic relationship behind. She's more herself than I've seen her in years. She's taken up some new hobbies, gotten promotions at work, and she's been traveling a lot too. Seeing her so vibrant and happy all the time is all I could ever ask for. We've gotten even closer, if that's possible. We hang out more often, and she's been my rock through some tough times at work. And as for me, I've been keeping busy with new projects at work and a few personal ones too. It feels like life has finally settled into a pleasant rhythm after the storm. We're both just really focused on the future now, looking forward to what's next without any of the drama. It's funny in a way how life throws these curveballs at you, but then ends up leading you to better days. Thanks to everyone who's been there for us during these rough times. Your support meant the world to us, and we couldn't have gotten through it without you. Here's to moving forward, to growth, and to always finding the silver lining, no matter how tough things get. Cheers, everyone! Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.